as Egyptians keen on what is happening on the river Nile and the file of the river Nile and what's going even the Nahda Dam, and even if we have to start by our own self to protect it, protect it from some Egyptians who really
they are not aware of the of what they are doing actually.
And some of them, let's say not all of them are not aware. Some are aware and some are not. And those who are not aware, even they are building a lot of buildings on the Nile side. And even, you know, at Cairo here, if you look at the Nile, you will find it very dark. It's not transparent as it is at Aswan. So in Egypt here, we have to focus through YOS and through students to deliver and increase the awareness in order how to protect our river Nile and how to be a positive citizen. You know, it's an attitude that all of us have to gather and to face that problems. The actors and actresses has a great role,
of course,
in promoting that idea. You know, the statement of the Nile River that was signed by the Prime Minister Ibrahim Mahlib. Also, it was signed by the actor Hussein Fahmy and the actress Ferdous Abdel Hamid. So the role must be, all of us must gather to reach that message, which is more important for me in the role of the universities and the role of the students among all universities. You know, once I said to, at our university, at the Ahram Canadian University, when I said in a meeting with Dr. Wafa Azmi that we have to deliver that message, that we would like to join that conference, she encouraged me and she encouraged the students to go and to participate, even if I saw that soul and that encouragement at more than one university. As you was asking, Abdurrahman, we will start by campaigns inside universities at the beginning. Campaign of awareness or protection for the river Nile. Then that campaign can spread outside the university. Then we will join, inshallah, Dr. Hussam al-Mughazi in more than one movement towards the protection of the river Nile. And
so this was one of the recommendations of the conference. What were the other recommendations?
The other recommendations is the role of other civil society members, other members in the civil society meeting. At the beginning, by the way, the conference was held at Sinai Day. It was since 10 days ago. So he said his word, and at the end of the conference, Dr. Hussam held a small meeting with the civil society members and the students in order to discuss what can we do. Which is very important is the role of media towards advertising or promoting for the idea of Nile protection. And now you can see more than one advertise that promote for that slogan.
Yes. Abdurrahman, tell me, as a representative of the youth and the universities, of course, what do you need from the government in order to cooperate or in order to help you in the role that you are doing?
They can help, not help us only, but they can help us as a citizens as a whole. First, they can make campaigns on the TV that is really that the people can cooperate with them and participate through.
So that your mission could become easier, you mean?
Yes. Then we can make a hotline for reporting the violations. Yes, the violations on the Nile. So the government can participate in solving these problems.
Dr. Walaa, we spoke about the role of the Ministry of Irrigation, but of course there is a very important role played by the Ministry of Environment. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, for sure. What I have known from Dr. Hussam al-Mughazi, that the Ministry of Irrigation can take those movements alone, but must cooperate with other ministries, like the role of Ministry of Environment. Both of them have got a common goal, which is how to have a good environment in terms of the environment overall and to protect the Nile River. And by the way, the marathon that was postponed, and inshallah it will be as soon as possible. Ministry of Environment and the Interior Ministry and the Ministry of Irrigation, more than one ministry will join that marathon, inshallah. So all of us, you know, there's not one ministry that is specified in something to do.
It's a cooperation.
Yes, it's a cooperation for the sake of the country at the end. So that's what good, and this is a common fight that they should work on.
The violations on the River Nile, of course, there should be penalties and very strict ones in order to avoid or even lessen the number of these violations. So how do you see the current law for the penalties of the violations on the River Nile? And do we need more? Do we need to amend it? Or it's just a matter of applying the law?
You know, once they have set that law, they started promoting for that. And then I like the action the Ministry of Irrigation took, as they started removing any violation on the Nile River and by video recording it and deliver to the media, all media, to show people that violations were removed. But I think which is more important is to reach the normal citizen far away from Cairo, from Aswan to Cairo. The message of that law or the regulations must be applied. We must take and focus on implementation steps more than that somehow.
So Abdurrahman, did you try to go and visit any place outside Cairo, for example, in order to raise the awareness of the people there for protecting the water of the River Nile? Or are you planning, or even if you did not go and visit them now?
We are planning to help the ministry to remove the violations on the Nile and to raise the awareness of people of the dangers that's visiting our life because of what's happening late and nowadays in the Nile.
So, Dr. Walaa, can you tell us also about other plans for the Ministry of Irrigation or the Ministry of Environment in order to protect the River Nile? Of course, there is a schedule or a plan. One of them was the marathon that was postponed, but it's going to be done, and the conference, of course, or the many conferences done. What are other plans?
You know, I'm not presenting Ministry of Irrigation, but I'm presenting universities. But we cooperate as universities or academic staff with the Ministry of Irrigation. What we deal in is in terms of awareness and campaign, but they work on their own work, which is facing the violations on the River Nile. But we as citizens and academic staff, what we seek for is to take more than one deal or action towards protecting the River Nile, not only awareness or violation, but also there's something that we will discuss soon, inshallah, is the Nahda Dam.
Yes.
Those updates must be covered. We have to know any message can be delivered easily through youth. Nowadays, youth are the power that we can use, as long as they know each and every point and know the plans or the actions that will be taken. This will be a positive thing.
Of course, we are putting hope on the youth in the next period.
Inshallah.
Dear viewers, as we wrap up our first segment, I would like to thank my guest in this here live, Dr. Walaa Sherif, Professor of Political Marketing. Thank you very much, Dr. Walaa.
You're welcome.
And also, I would like to thank Abdurrahman Mohammed. He is a university student at the Ahram Canadian University. Thank you very much for joining us here. And we will be back after this very short break.